Married to Bravo podcast with Joleen and Nana. Happy Friday. We are here tonight to talk all about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and we're going to be talking about season
11.
Yep, episode. Do you have your mic in front of you, Nana?
I do, right here.
11. Okay, just push it a little closer to you so I can pick you up.
Okay, got it.
Episode, what am I at? Nana?
7.
Okay, episode 7. Sorry, guys, I'm cranky.
That's all right.
No, I'm cranky. I'm very cranky, and I don't want to be cranky, but I'm kind of cranky. So there you go.
That's
right.
Okay. We all have our funny moods.
But we're gonna have fun. Nana, I see your little brassiere.
Do you? Which side? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. At least I got one on today. Woo-hoo.
Yay. Okay. Shout out to the Leen Team. I want to pull up my thing here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, you guys. Like for my crankiness. And welcome, Leen Team. We love you guys. Thank you. I do want to say that I just put out some exclusive content on Patreon. So if you guys want to check that out, if you want to join the Patreon, I did a really fun collab, Nana, with my friends Maria and Lori, and they're both comedians, and they're in Los Angeles, and they're fantastic, and they have this really fun podcast called The Bloody Podcast, and they talk about crimes with women, like crimes women commit and stuff like that. Like, it's actually really good. Like, I've been on their podcast quite a few times, you guys. I think it's on iTunes, Spotify, all the good stuff. So let me see if I can pull it up here. But we collabed because they wanted to make some fun stuff for their Patreon. I said, well, then I want to make it for my Patreon. So we'll do a co-Patreon collab, which was so fun. I want to do this with them again because they're awesome. So it's called The Bloody Podcast, you guys. And you can catch other episodes, but this episode you'd only get if you're on my Patreon or theirs, one or the other. Or you could support both if you wanted to, because they're definitely worth it to check out. But they have tons of free episodes, and it's women in true crime and folklore. So it's a podcast about women in true crime and folklore, told through the comedic lens of hosts Maria Felix and Lori Roggenkamp, featuring someone else, but I don't know that person, but and other stand-ups and artists. So, I mean, they have 116 episodes here. They're great. They're fantastic. Definitely check them out. But we did a Patreon exclusive where we broke down The Housewife and The Hustler. And it was pretty great because they're fans of Bravo, but not to the extent like we're fans of Bravo. So it's just fun talking to different people about Bravo too, you know?
Oh, I think so too. The Bloody Podcast. Now that sounds like something Linda, that would be up Linda's alley. So it isn't a scary type thing, but it's talking about women that murder.
Yeah,
am I right?
A lot of times it's women in crime or murder and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you're looking for your next murder cast, check out my friends at the Bloody Cast podcast. Oh, it should just be the Bloody Cast, but I guess that would be a little weird because like a cast. But link to my Patreon is in the description, Nana. We also have to come up with a time where you and I can just go live for a Patreon exclusive live.
Oh, I would love to do that with you. I wonder if they ever covered Betty Broderick. That is my favorite.
Nana,
yes.
You know what? There's a whole a show. What is it? Something John. I just watched it. It's out. And it's on Hulu, I think. And you have my Hulu subscription, so you can watch it. I'll tell you after this. They did Christian Slater's in it. He plays her husband.
Did I see that one? Good. I think I saw that one. The one I really like was the one where Elise Keaton Elise Keaton did it, and she's from Family Ties. What's her name? I just love her. She just came out too.
Meredith Baxter.
Thank you, Meredith Baxter. She used to be Meredith Baxter Birdie. Now she's Meredith Baxter. She did a fabulous job playing Betty Broderick. That whole thing is just so intriguing to me.
I think we've talked about it before. We both agree. We're not saying she should have killed him, but we understand.
We understand.
Thank you, Diana Lee, for the $10 first super chat of the night.
Thank you.
I miss you, Leen Team. What a week. And then Nana, ... I wonder what What's to come, Nana? ... Thank you. And Joanne said that's right up my alley too. Yes, if you like the Bloody Podcast and you go check them out, if you comment or anything, tell them Joleen sent ya.
I love that. I will too. I will get on that.
The show is called Dirty John, if you've seen it. So you saw the one. It has Amanda Peet and Christian Slater. Amanda Peet plays Betty Broderick, and Christian Slater plays, would he be Mr. Broderick? Mr. Sociopath Broderick?
I think I just made that up. I don't think I saw it.
I don't think you saw it either, because you would remember. It's a whole series, Nana. It's like I also watched. So there's 2 seasons of Dirty John. The first one came out on Bravo, and it was a true story about this woman who was not taken physically, but like taken for her money and her family by this guy who was like a sociopath. So she shared her story. You would like it though. No one.
I know. Sometimes I just
gonna say no one dies, but someone might die. But anyways, you'll like it. So I watched the first season after I watched the Betty Broderick one. So this Dirty John has become an ongoing. I hope they make a third one with women trying to get bamboozled by men, but then the women ultimately kind of get their vengeance. Oh, I love a vengeance story. You know.
Then we should talk about Bill Cosby or not.
Oh my God. You guys listen on the chat. Do you want us to talk about Bill Cosby up front, or just skip it and go right into...
We can skip it. But I was just my heart just ached. I didn't see this coming.
It's horrible.
Well, I just didn't see it coming. He admitted to this. So what happened? Why am I not understanding why he's free?
What you're not understanding is his lawyers were able to find a loophole through the civil case he had. This is my understanding, and maybe legally Leah's here or someone else.
Okay.
And we'll talk about, I'll explain this to Nan, and then we'll move on, because everyone's like, no, because we need to escape from this, because
I understand.
The world keeps telling us that people don't care about women, and we're constantly being, that mindset is being reinforced by all these actions where clearly no one gives a shit about women, because we allow them to be hurt, and the guy can,
keep
say
walking.
He did it and he still walks. Anyways, so there was a civil suit with one of the victims, and in that somehow they had some kind of verbal agreement that if he opened up or spoke or did a deposition within the civil suit, then he could never be held on a criminal trial. But then he was held on a criminal trial. Nothing was signed. So there's some kind of loophole that then they petitioned the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court, I don't know if it was the state Supreme Court, came back and said, yeah, you have to let him out, because you made this verbal agreement that if he did this civil lawsuit and did a deposition, you wouldn't hold it against him for a criminal case. However, I think there's lots of loopholes and crazy things, and our justice system needs a lot of reform and help. And this is one of those cases. And it's baffling to me that there can be all these other women, all these other victims who might not have felt that they could come forward, because he paid off a lot of people. He did the whole, I'll pay for your school. I'll do this. So to keep this, because
I see.
Going up against Bill Cosby was like going up against a god. He had all the power, all the fame. He was America's TV dad. So no one was going to believe you unless you had tons and tons of money behind you. So unfortunately, a lot of women either got paid off and silenced, because he selected his victims very particularly. And unfortunately, he selected, any victim, obviously it's awful, but he selected people in certain socioeconomics. He also selected children, girls, teenagers, and people that he knew couldn't voice up. Now, when he ran into the wrong person and then they did voice up and they tried to pay her off and she said, no, I want to keep going with this, that's when he ran into some trouble. But of course, having money and resources, he had lawyers that were able to create these loopholes and go, but we could probably get it out of a technicality here because they agreed to this. So it's sorry, Skibo, I want to recognize your super chat. Purchase some fertilizer for Nana's lovely bush. Yes, and make it make sense. Thank you, Skibo. Says the prosecutor who agreed to that deal also worked for Trump. Enough said. Powerful men get away with the worst crimes, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
Worst. It's called being famous and having money. Money transcends everything when it comes to this in the criminal justice.
It just does. When Dad, he has this thing, and maybe you can help me with it when you get home. I always have a little list of things that, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I want to get, like, Dad gets this news that comes straight across his phone, like breaking news. I would like to get that, and I don't know what that entails.
I'll give it to you, but you'll turn it off. You'll hate it. I had it for a while, and then it's bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news.
Oh, was it? Okay, I'll just wait it.
Is there any other kind that comes across?
I guess. I thought that was really, he had it right away. And I said, oh, I think you read that wrong. Go back. He goes, well, you can't go back on it. I'll just, I'll Google it. And sure enough, I couldn't believe that was happening. Words escape me for this one. It just does.
Yeah. It does. Unfortunately, all of Hollywood knew, from restaurant staff, actors, studio heads, everyone knew for decades. They protect. It's always follow the money. It's protect the people making you money. They will protect you as long as you are making them money. Bill Cosby made a lot of people a lot of money.
Yes.
And
okay.
So that is just true. Look at Trump. Similar case. He has been accused by how many women now?
I know.
All these big politicians. It's not a party thing. Democrats, Republicans.
No, it isn't
money.
And it isn't a party thing. You're right.
Under the radar, and unfortunately, there's true victims. And then they wonder. They always say, "Come forward, women." Now you wonder why women don't come forward.
Why would you? Why would you put your? I know
the world is telling us they don't care about us, and they don't give a shit. So,
and they'll drag your name through. Yeah, they'll drag your name through the mud and act like you're in Grandma Francis' words, you're the whore. Okay. So
that's what they do. They slut shame and they prey on people that they know don't have it to fight back and fight them. So whenever someone wants to say, women need to come forward, they need to go through the judicial process. You know how many friends I have who went through the judicial process and still got shit on and still got asked, well, what did you do to deserve that? Or where were you? Or why did you go to his place? And why did this and that happen? There's comedians. I know comedians working today that have sexual assault charges, were charged, served a little bit of jail time, are out, and now just going, oh no, she made it up, she lied. Really just for shits and giggles? So that's unfortunately where we're at. Come forward and exactly, Levon, they'll just embarrass you and make you feel bad. So Andrea says the laws don't protect women and children. Unfortunately, powerful men make the laws. Lots of women think this is okay. Yeah. And unfortunately, they then condition, other women to believe that, because it's easier to divide and conquer. So if they divide women, you'll see that everywhere. You see it in the workplace. You see it all over the place. They divide women. They make us competitive and want us to compete for men or compete with each other. For all kinds of things, and then they can conquer. But if women really ever were able to come together, they know they're terrified because we are a force to be reckoned with. Everything a woman could do, oh my God, the stuff we deal with, these dudes could never. That's why they keep holding us down. So there you go. That's my rant. I can't with Bill Cosby. I'm just like, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. This guy.
Well, it's just it's absolutely horrible. Let's get on to a different subject. I'm sorry, I did bring that up.
Why did you bring that up? I already said I was cranky.
I did bring it up only because I was so I couldn't believe what I was reading.
Dumbfounded. No,
I was dumbfounded.
To Hannibal Buress, who the only reason anyone's talking about Bill Cosby or anyone did anything or were forced to it, I'm not talking about the women, I'm talking about the powers that be, because Hannibal Buress did a set like back in 2014 or something. Hannibal Buress is a hilarious comedian, and he was talking about it. And he was like, what, Bill, like in his set. And Hannibal Buress is very popular. And people were like, well, this dude's talking about, it takes comedians to have to do the work that the people that represent us are supposed to do. It's crazy, but so many times you look back and you see George Carlins, you see all kinds. They're doing the work that our representatives should be doing, fighting for us, but they don't.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I do miss George Carlin. Oh my God, he was just absolutely wonderful.
Joleen, why cranky? Oh my God, I have so many dumb reasons why I'm cranky. None of which, you just have one of those days.
Yes,
or
I
weeks,
do.
And it's hot. And
what is the temperature there now? Is it over?
Idea.
Oh, okay.
Sure. It's never under like 105,
something.
110.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think yesterday, I'm just cranky today. Well, there's lots of
That's all right.
There's lots of personal things too going on, but
that's okay.
Yeah,
let's lift it up. Let's lift it up. I went to Cub.
Oh wow, we're gonna talk about Cub foods. I love it.
We have to.
Go ahead.
I went to Cub and I was buying some food. We were going over to my sister Karen's, and she has a swimming pool, and we brought the kids with us, the grandkids. And Karen had her grandkids there, so it was going to be a really fun day, and it was. And I went into Cub, and I'm standing there, and the gal, real cute, and she had this cute lanyard on, you know, those things that they put their little keys on in their "Hi, my name is," you know, lanyards. And I said, "What a cute lanyard." And she goes, "Oh." She goes, "Usually people under 18 don't even look at this lanyard because it's little comics, like comic strips." She says, "You probably don't know who this is." I says, "Is it Daria? You know, it looked like that." And she goes, No. But usually the elderly don't mention these."
Who is this lady at Cub? She called you elderly?
The elderly never say anything about this lanyard. Just the kids.
Okay. All
right. I thought she's in her 20s. All right. I'm going to give her that. She's in her 20s. I was in a really good mood. And I stood there and I had to take a gulp and go, "Oh, she's calling me elderly. Okay. I got this."
You were like, "Ooh, where's the elderly?"
I'm looking around going, can I help somebody out with their groceries? What's going on? So not only once, but twice, she mentioned that I was elderly. And and that is Cub Foods in Minnesota. God, I know I love Stillwater Cub. I do. I like my Cub. But the elderly, I don't understand. Is this generation coming up that was so involved with their phones and iPads that they don't know how to speak to other people? Now,
maybe she doesn't know elderly would be offensive because she's so young. So she's like, "Well, you're my elder, so then you're elderly."
It just went against everything and so I had to laugh. I just had to laugh because what are you going to do? I was happy. I had my Twinkies for the kids and chips, and we had all kinds of goodies. And we had a wonderful time over at Karen's swimming, and I appreciate that. We really had a nice afternoon. But so
the elderly had fun.
Even the elderly went into the pool with the swimsuit on. Okay.
PP, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you guys. You always put a smile on my face. You guys put a smile on our face. Yeah, would you prefer elderly or old people?
I'll take old people, Bonnie. Elderly just sounded like I was just ready for the grave.
How about people? Oh, normally people your age don't notice. Would that be offensive?
Not at all. Not at all.
Older than me, or if she's young.
But oh, honey, she had to be my guess is about 24. But I thought it was really cute because usually the lanyards are just a solid color or a team, team sports kind of thing. And so I thought, oh, that's really cute, and I'm kind of looking at it like this, maybe because I had to lift my glasses to see it. Okay, maybe Elderly was right. Maybe I should just come on back and accept it for what it is.
Is it a bit like the word violated?
Oh,
like
yes.
We saw in this episode of the Housewives?
Yes, Crystal doesn't understand the word violated is very triggersome, And but do I think she was violated? No. I guess when she read the definition of violated.
Very dramatic. Very dramatic.
Oh my God, stop it. Did you hear the little things about Denise might possibly come back?
Yes, I have heard. Nana knows some tea. Oh, Nana with the tea. Loved it. Then we're gonna I might have to use something I haven't used in a long time, Nana. And let me see if I can find it now. All right, here we go. Bravo News and Gossip with Nana. Nana, what's the hot tea in the Bravo world?
Denise might be coming back.
Denise Richards?
I love her. Yes, come on back. Keep your husband at home, honey, because he just causes trouble. But you are a delight. Come on back.
Well, she got Marcel to have her back.
Right. And who else would they get rid of? Could we pick one?
Who would you get rid of right now if you had to pick, Nana? You had to get rid of one housewife. It can be anyone. There's no wrong answers. It's just
there is no wrong answers. Yes. What rhymes with Dorit? No, it would be Dorit.
I'm trying to think who I would get rid of right now. God, it is
it's tough. It's tough. I'm looking through.
I want to see Erica go to jail, so I'm waiting for that.
Oh yeah, let's hang on to her. I want to see her.
Going to happen, but I do want to. She's lying a lot, allegedly.
Allegedly.
God.
I'm just not sure, honey. I don't know. I guess I say Dorit only, but she had a great outfit on, didn't she?
Yeah,
didn't she? Louis Vuitton and
seeing Dorit leave as well. I think I'd say Dorit too if I had to pick someone today. I'd just be like, later, Dorit. See you later. Good Wendy, welcome to the membership. Welcome to the Leen Team. Woo, woo, woo.
Hi, Wendy. I think that if we had Dorit go, we could have PK go with her. That would be great.
Sick of seeing PK.
Oh, Coco Loco, you're saying Rinna? Oh, wait, honey. Yeah. Oh, no, not Rinna. Then we don't get to see Harry Hamlin. What? No.
Still stop. We barely see him as it is. I guess we're going to see him next episode cooking spaghetti and getting mad about this Scott Disick situation with his daughter. But
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But, she's only 17.
She's 19.
I thought, wait a minute.
He's 17. I guess.
She's 19. Amelia's 19. I am so sorry.
Nana's starting rumors. But who knows? Maybe they started dating then. It's disgusting. Scott Disick, grow up. I'm going to go on a rant about Scott Disick, okay? Grow up. You have 3 children.
I want to hear this.
You're getting really close to dating your children, people your child's age. You're too old. You're almost 40. It's gross. You shouldn't be hanging out with teenagers. It's gross. Why do you only like really young people? You started with a girlfriend who was older. You couldn't stay faithful to her, but you could have her pop out your babies. And now you're dating teenagers. It's gross. She has to be in her 20s, mid-20s. Pick someone more age appropriate. What's wrong with you? Why are you walking around with teenagers? And why do they have to be famous teenagers? Are you that thirsty? Are you that much of a clout chaser? I'm tired of you. I don't care. People think you're entertaining. I don't see the entertainment. I don't get it. I think you're gross. I think you are gross. I think you're Hollywood gross. I think you're disgusting. I think you're gross. Stay home with your kids. How do you have so much time? If this was a woman dating a guy, people would be like, why isn't she with her kids? But no one says this to a man. Why aren't you with your freaking kids? Why don't you stay home more? Why don't you go? Why do you have time to hang out with teenagers? You got damn near teenagers at home. Take care of them. I'm sick of you. I don't care how big your dick is. I'm tired of you. Scott Disick, stop it. All right, I'm done.
That just felt good to me. That did.
I'm so sick of him.
And Rinna is just Rinna. It sounds like you're pimping out your daughter too, because she goes, oh well, oh, should I call? Oh, I don't know. Should I call Kardashian? Should I talk to her?
That's not his mom.
I know. Stop it.
They can't control him. Talk to your daughter.
But where did I get 17? I'm really sorry, but it is 19.
Well, she looks 17. Like she's still a teenager. If there's a teen in the number of her age and you are a grown man, you don't date her. She's a teenager. I don't care. We have some arbitrary law that says 18. It should be older.
He is 37. That's gross. 37.
Your brain isn't even totally developed at that age, Nana. At 19. It isn't. Ask the doctor. Where's Dr. Melanie? It's not. She's still got a kid brain.
Rinna doesn't seem as upset as she should be.
She's not. This is great because she loves the attention, and she's taught her daughters to like the attention too. It's gross.
Well, this is not good. I mean, and we're taking the Kardashians and the Beverly Hills Housewives and kind of intersecting them. So we're going to have cross stories. No, run, Amelia. Run. But she says the only good thing, she says, well, I don't know if she said only good thing, but she says, this is Rinna. The only thing is that they quit talking about her problems with food now and her.
And who made her talk about that on TV? You did, Rinna.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, stop it, Rinna, stop it. And what is she pushing now? What was the name of that? Project Angel Food?
Oh, no, I think they were showing them doing philanthropy. I think that was volunteer stuff. She's pushing lip kits and dusters on I was going to say HGTV, but it's HSN, Home Shopping Network.
Oh, My sister Karen loves that Home Shopping Network. And it's so funny because I always think that maybe that, and she's given me gifts from there and they've been very pretty. But I don't think about Home Shopping Network. I just got into Amazon during our lockdown, our Panakuka. So that is just like, wow. But she is on it. When I call her later at night and I go, what do you watch? And she goes, I just ordered. And I love her. I just ordered. Okay, you go, girl. So I just think, okay, let's go. Scott Disick, you do not belong with Rinna's daughter. That's as simple as it gets. Scott Disick said a girl turns 18 every day. Oh my God, you're just a pig. P-I-G, pig. So anyway, enough of that. It's nice to see so many people in the chat. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about Scott. I love that.
Keep it coming, you guys. Should we get into some Nana notes?
We could.
Yes.
Would you like to? Okay. All right. Excuse me. Just let's get the elderly together here. Okay, I'm with it. Elderly. Elderly, my ass. Okay. Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 11, episode 7. I want to mention that I don't see Linda in the feed. Okay, I always, kind of going this way. But she will be, and a little later, she's up at the lake with her folks. So I'd like to say hi, and happy 4th of July. So, Real Housewives philanthropy equals scam. Yes, Corey.
All right, Nana, don't get lost in the chat. Keep on those notes.
Okay, all right. PK is going to be gone for 2 weeks. Do you know this is the first time those two, Dorit and him, have ever been separated?
Oh, let me just say one thing. We do have to do subscribers only. I've been doing that lately because, those other weirdos online who like to fat shame and be rude and bully people, but say they're getting bullied. They send their people over here. And so then they come in the chat and then they ruin it for everybody. So that's why we do subscriber only. So then if they want to hate on me and this channel that bad, they have to subscribe for at least 5 minutes. And if you have that kind of dedication, I'm going to tell you to talk to my therapist, Donna. We're going to get you an appointment with Donna. So that's why a lot of people have been asking about the subscriber only, but I've been putting that on because we've been getting weirdos from those blogger channels that are.
Oh, that's just a shame. Why do people have to ruin a nice thing? This is just a fun thing. It's certainly fun for me. I know it's a lot of work for you, but it's a fun thing for me. And, bye-bye.
Some people all they can get is views on drama. So then that's what they do. And then they send their hags over, their people, they call them hags. And then they come over and they say, Joleen, you're disgusting. And Joleen, you're this. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Please move on.org. That's why we do that.
And what does hag stand for? What is that? Haters?
No, that's just what they call them.
Haters always going strong. Okay.
Haters always going strong. I wish they were always going. They seem to be always coming. So there you go.
Okay, well, we don't have time for them. And I love that idea about subscribers only. That's funny. Yeah,
because then you support and it gives you more incentive to kind of subscribe too. Because then because my mods are awesome, but they can't be out here, sifting through people who don't have lives, who are just here to rip on me and my mom as we're, talking about a TV show. Get a life.
And Linda is on, and Linda always says her mom watches, which is nice. She's with her mom, Dolores, and Dolores thinks we're on TV, so that's great. Dolores, we are on TV.
You put us on your TV,
YouTube, then
Dolores,
we are. Then we are. So it's Dolores and a former Ford employee, her dad. So Bill. So hi to all them and everyone that came up to the lake for the 4th of July. So that's very nice. It's nice to have all of you.
Sorry to interrupt you, Nana. Keep going. You're killing it. You're killing it.
Always. So that Project Angel Food you're saying is a philanthropy type thing? Yeah, she's not pushing something?
No, I don't think she was selling anything. I think since the holiday season, they have to show the housewives pretending to, or maybe really doing some kind of charity work. It makes them feel better.
Because
Kyle.
Yes, because there you go. They're at Christmas time, aren't they?
The big sweetie. Yeah, they're at Christmas. Well, they're right before Thanksgiving time while they're filming. So they're in the holiday season. So that's why they're showing
I have to keep remembering that. I'd like to stop right now because we've gone through the Housewives a little bit, but I'd like to say a shout out to Ification. Can I show you what she sent?
We're never going to get through. Me and Nana keep stopping.
We will.
Is she here? Wait till she gets here. Here.
Okay. All right. She's not here yet. Okay.
I haven't seen her.
Look at this. Joleen, look at this.
Is this amazing. Cool? She sent one for Frankie too, you guys. It was
Two of them.
So
I mean, all right, I'll wait till she gets on before I say anything, okay? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. No, nobody messes with Nana. They'll be.
Well, and you can.
Why would you mess with you? You mind your business. Who cares?
No,
I don't care.
But you can
say what they want about me, but when I'm going live with my mom, that's another thing. That's like,
well, you can mess with me. I did mention I'm a Scorpio many times, so I feel bad for you if you choose to do that.
Don't invite. They're cuckoo. They have nothing else. They just have cigarettes and time. And time.
Oh my gosh! Just call it a day, kids. I would just love to. I mean, in my dying days, I just want a Bud Light with lime.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I would like.
I would rather die than drink a Bud Light with lime.
Oh, see, that was my choice. I would have a cold Bud Light with lime with some Fritos and maybe a couple of edibles. And that's how I'd like to go out of this world. So just a note, just a side
I'll remember that. I'll remember that, Nana. I'll have your Bud Light with lime and your edibles. And then you'll take it and you'll go, just kidding, I feel fine.
I'm just kidding. It was a misdiagnosis.
All right.
I like how they kind of group together this time. Sutton and Erica take a ride in her Bentley. Now, Erica wishes she'd have a Bentley. Why does Erica not think she's going to walk out of this marriage with anything? This troubles me.
Why does Erica think she's down? A Range Rover is a downgrade. Why does Erica think that a 2,000 plus square foot house in LA is somehow her not getting something? It's like, miss, you and your husband planned this. I mean, have you ever seen anyone so cool, calm, and collected and ready to party and, just in a divorce in your life? No.
She's just so, it's like, oh, I just walked out and he's going to be mad because I didn't even leave a note. What?
There's no way after all this time he didn't go to your Chicago show. I remember that was because of COVID and he's 100 and 100-year-olds aren't doing well in COVID, Erica. So yeah, he couldn't come because it started right as COVID was hitting. It's not because he doesn't love you. It's because he's 100 and he can't travel to New York City.
No, Joleen. It started well before the COVID. Her show started well before COVID. He could have come the first week that she was on before it was announced that we're in a pandemic.
But she was barely on when they were in a pandemic. You know what I mean? And she had said, I don't want him. Her story changes. She said, I didn't want him to see the first couple. I wanted him to see when I have it down. And when she had it down a couple weeks in, COVID hit. So Erica is creating a narrative, Nana, where we're supposed to feel bad for her. Don't fall for it, my nans.
No, I'm not going to fall for it. But why does she think she is number 3 for a wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Why does she think she's going to walk out with nothing?
She's not. There's no prenup. There's no prenup. She's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
And also, he transferred a bunch of money and gifts over to her into her account that now she's trying to hold on to with all these, court proceedings and stuff going on and charges because she says they're gifts. They knew what they were doing. They knew, according to me, allegedly. I have no insider information. It's just my opinion.
And it's a good opinion. I want to mention that I'm not doing much of this anymore because I'm more calm being with you. Okay. Usually when I'm doing this, I'm kind of like wired for sound. I'm not wired for sound. And once someone mentioned that to me that I do that all the time, I've been not doing it. It seems weird.
Just be you, Nana. Just be you.
No, and I know that. But I just, after looking at a few old ones, I did do that a lot. Okay. So with that being said, Aaron, it said that you got your little gift for guessing the right amount of things that every time I went through my hair. So just thought I'd mention that. So Erin, if you come on tonight, I just want to know, did you like these? Because they're wonderful. And let's take a peek at them, shall we? These are the piece ones. I have one piece one. And then I also have some of the love ones. These are so nice. They're such nice cards to write on. If I know us elderly, we still write a nice little note to people.
You elderly love a card.
Elderly,
I love that about
we
you.
love a good card. And I just wanted to say that I would like to send this out to someone
tonight.
You know, I have 5 of the loves and 1 of the peace. And where did I get those? I'm trying to remember. Oh, sure. Jilly G Designs. That's where I got them. And they were just wonderful. Thank you, Jilly G. And you have beautiful things. And if you haven't hankering to spend a little money, go to Jilly G Designs. Thank you.
Nana's commercial for the night for her friend, Jilly G Designs on Etsy. All right. Andrea says she has a Range Rover and only 2 bedrooms for her clothes and shoes. How is she going to live? Exactly. How will she survive?
Oh, these people. She doesn't deserve it. So she married the right rich guy. She did stay with them 21 years. I'll give you that.
Well, Nana, she married him at 61. She didn't think he'd probably live the full 21. A lot of dudes die in their 70s. You know what I mean?
TikTok. So sorry.
But he's still, according to her in this episode, trying to get some poontang well into his 80s. But wasn't he? But she acts shocked. But so that just confirms that what we already knew, they weren't doing it.
They weren't doing it. 81 years old. And she mentioned that if he's still out there trying to get some pussy, and she said it. Mm-hmm. And I kind of went, wow. Okay, Erin, thank you. I got it today. Love, love, love them. Thank you.
All right.
And
keep going, Nana.
You will love, love, love them too if you go to Jilly G Designs. Sutton and Erica, when they were in that Bentley is a beautiful car. Me, what I would like, I'm looking for a nice minivan. Used, something we could camp with, something we could take the kids to South Dakota with. So I would rather have a little minivan. Sutton gives her a divorce kit. She's always giving. Sutton is a giver. Sutton has to buy friends. So in this, she gives Erica chocolate. Now, am I saying it? Dom Perignon? Am I saying it wrong?
I think so.
What?
I think you're saying it right.
It's a champagne. Right? It's a champagne.
Yeah, it's a fancy champagne. We never drank as alcoholics. We just drank the cheap shit. The Asti Spumante. What was that called? The Asti Spumante.
Oh, I didn't care for any of that. We're talking Bud Light and Bud Light Lime.
We're such trash.
And what is the Coronas with lime? Oh, that's another good one. Anyway, so she gives her this nice little divorce kit with chocolate in it, champagne. But I don't understand. They're going to the shower-like thing, and it's a frozen. You go into the shower thing,
yeah,
and it's Sutton and Erica, and it freezes you. Well, just come to Minnesota. Why are you paying for this? We can give you 5-6 months of this. What are you looking for? What is this frozen thing you're looking for? It's up in Minnesota. You look at the map. We're right there. We're pretty good size. We're right next to Canada, North, South Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin. Come on over. So I don't understand what this icicle thing does. Is it supposed to create youth?
It lies to rich women who are aging that it'll help them. It's just another fad that they create in Los Angeles and other cities to shame women about the natural progression of age. Like, don't you age, bitch. If you get old, you're nothing. See how the men aren't going in the chambers?
No.
The Chamber of Secrets. They're not going in there.
Oh my God. I mean, come on, guys. Serious women do this to look young, to feel good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being elderly. And the only time I feel elderly is when I put on my bra and have to lift and separate on my own and hope that they stay there most of the day.
Oh, Nana, you're killing it. Keep going. I love Nana Notes. This is my favorite time.
Honey, I just didn't understand this coldness. I mean, what? It couldn't possibly. I want to know what they paid for it. That's what I want to know. I want to know what they paid for that.
Too much.
Shame on them. Crystal and her trainer kickboxing.
Yes. Wasn't. Okay, go ahead and say it, then I'm going to tell you.
What was that? Kickboxing. What was that?
Guess whose kickboxing teacher was on this episode? Mine. Rashad was my kickboxing teacher.
Shut up.
Yes, that's what I wanted to tell you. Okay, so in Hollywood, it's called Foxy and Fierce. Here's where I used to go, you guys. I'm going to pull it up for you. And if some of you have been following me a while, you remember my kickbox journey. I think
I do.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago. Was it a couple years now? I can't.
No,
the panic coach, whatever. Okay, so anyways, I was like, I want to do something, and I like hitting stuff. So let's do it. So I went to this class, Foxy and Fierce. It's literally in Hollywood. It's off Sunset, and it's in a strip mall. And I got really hurt because I was training one night with Rashad in the class, and I kicked something, and I don't know what I did, but my leg, there's pictures if you dig deep enough on my Instagram of my leg all bruised up. And his wife is like a professional. Him and his wife run it. It's Foxy and Fierce. I did the boot camp a couple times. And yeah, I did this for a while. So here's his wife right here, the blonde, and there's Rashad. And I did the boot camp, and I got a little meal plan, and he's the nicest guy. He's so nice. His wife is nice. They're great. They have 2 kids. They live somewhere outside of Hollywood. She's like a real fighter. It was fun, but I definitely pushed it.
Okay.
To the point where I bruised up my leg and I couldn't walk for like a week. So I don't want to brag, but Rashad was my teacher. And let me just tell you, he's an attractive man. His wife's a beautiful woman, but there were certain women that would come to class because it's a woman's kickboxing. And I noticed they were coming in crop tops, no bras, and going, Rashad, can you help me? And I was like,
oh, please.
I would come home and tell Chell, I was like, oh, Rashad got hit on by another lady. And he handled it very professionally, just doing the training, you know. But
he is very, very attractive. He reminded me of
pretty too. They're both cute.
And with his hair and stuff, remind me of Milli Vanilli. Well, didn't look like with the hair and stuff and just really cute and fit. Oh, I thought Milli Vanilli right away.
Chell always laughs because there was this one time, like some of the people really worked very hard, and I worked hard enough. You know what I mean? So you'd be at the bag, and then he'd be around the corner, and I would just be like, and he'd be like, "Come on, Joleen," and I was like, "Oh yeah." So Chell's always like, "Show me what you would do." So I would just be like, being lazy. His wife does look a little like Meghan McCain, but she's definitely not an asshole like Meghan McCain.
She does, allegedly, she's an asshole. She is very pretty.
She's very pretty, and she's like a real fighter.
So that was...
He is too. Yeah, so this is the class I took in Hollywood.
All right.
So I know I probably don't need to spend this much time telling you that, but I thought it was so...
I think it's interesting.
When I saw the previews for the episode, I was like, that was like Rashad. I think it might be. And I'm like, no, I'm going to wait. And then I watched the episode. I was like, oh my God, that's my kickboxing teacher.
Are Milli Vanilli, are both of them dead?
You're supposed to be who's dead with Nana. I think they're both dead. Let me Google it because I can't leave us on read. Is Milli Vanilli?
I thought both of them were dead. But didn't he look like that? I mean, I think they were so attractive.
Okay. Oh my God. I don't know, Nana. I don't know if they're both. I know Rob is dead.
Okay. All right.
The voice behind him is dead.
Oh, really? Okay.
So there's Rob and Fab. Let's look up Fab. So Rob's dead. Is Fab from Milli Vanilli dead? You'll only get this here on Married to Bravo.
Well, you know, a person thinks about this stuff, especially us elderly. We have time because we're not working outside the home anymore.
Okay. So in 1998, the eve of the promotional tour, was found dead. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You guys, just tell me in the chat. Is he dead?
Okay. I think...
I don't know. So the real Milli Vanilli singer is dead. John. Fab. Okay, so this is Fab. Is Fab still alive? Fab, please be still alive.
Yeah.
I think he's alive. He's alive. He's alive.
Oh,
thank God. Okay, so this is Fab, but Rob is dead.
Okay.
He's still alive.
All right.
Beautiful. Just still alive as far as I can tell because it says years active to present. Present is today.
All right. That would be today. Okay. As this elderly person, I feel a lot better that one of them is still with us here. I love that.
I did pay for kickboxing and like it wasn't too bad compared to a lot of the places around LA, because it was like literally above a 7-Eleven, you know, in a strip mall in Hollywood, close to Hollywood and Highland, or close to Sunset and Highland. And but yeah, I did pay my hard-earned money, and then I was just like, oh yeah,
let's go.
I got tired.
And that's, you know, in 7-Elevens, we don't have those anymore here. They got bought out. So it's really fun to go back to California and see the 7-Eleven logos.
We always have the cold tea. Nana, you don't even know about my alter ego, Beefy Joleen. So me and Busy started satirizing the like SNL type stuff for the the panel shows and all the drama and stuff. And this one all about the tea. We kind of, you know, I based my character loosely off of these panels. Have you watched it? And I always say we serve the coldest, stalest tea. And this would be some stale ass tea telling you which of Milli Vanilli is dead, because that happened a long time ago.
Oh, okay. But I know, but it's still fresh in my mind.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The frostbite. Yeah. The frostbitten tea. And I'll just, get it. It's just, it'll freeze you.
So Crystal and her trainer, which Joleen knows,
Rashad, my friend Rashad, NBD.
And the daughter comes out, and she was kind of having a little meltdown. And certainly we see kids have meltdowns, you know, and she just didn't want to be part of it. Okay, that's fine. And then the son comes out, and the son, and what is his name, Max? He comes out and he starts working out. And I think it's a killer of a workout. But I think, Crystal, we're having trouble finding a plot for you, or some kind of thing that we want you to do a little bit more than being ashamed of your body. And I know that is a problem with you, but this idea of just something walking in and seeing you naked, come on. You need to go on more girl trips. I mean, if you haven't seen your friends naked, something's wrong. Don't you think?
Nana only goes on girls' trips to see her friends naked. Nana is the perv. So when they're calling Sutton a peeping Tom or a Thomasian or whatever they called her and a creep,
that's
I was
me.
like, no, that's Nana. That's Nana. Because Nana will try to walk in when I'm changing. I'll be like, the door's closed, it's locked, and she'll go like this. And I'm like, stop, perv. We tease Nana because Nana loves to be in the room with everyone's having a baby. If you're having a baby, Nana's like, can I watch? Nana loves to watch vaginal births. It's just her thing. It's always been her thing. And we just tease a little. Me and my sister-in-law are like, oh, Nana, you creep. God, quit looking at vaginas. But she loves it. Who loves watching?
Like, a lot of people out there giving birth. It is a miracle. It is fabulous. I can't say enough about it. I think it's wonderful. I wasn't awake for you. I was awake for Billy. I just think that would be it's a wonderful thing to do. It is a miracle when you watch this. It's not that I like to see badges. It's like I like to see birth. What is wrong? Oh my God. I feel like the elderly. Okay.
We're just giving you crap, Nana. You're just a special person, and you love
watching. All right.
You're special. And she just will go in the room, and she'll be like, excuse me, are you taking visitors? As the lady's like, pushing it out, and they'll be like, just come in. And Nana's like, oh, you're doing good. Good job there, buddy.
Good job. Have we met? Yeah. Anyway, okay.
You should have been an obstetrician or whatever you call the doctors that catch the babies.
No, honey, I would not. I didn't have the brains for that. But a midwife takes a lot of brains too. No. I was too busy going to parties and being that. But birthing is so beautiful. I could have. Hey.
You know, yes, Nana should have been an OBGYN. Yes.
It's just a miracle to sit there and watch miracles day in, day out. Are you kidding me? How absolutely wonderful. Mm-hmm. How absolutely wonderful. Okay. And no, I don't go to the girls' weekend so I can see my friend's badge. I'm not doing that.
She brings a bobby pin and opens the door when they lock it. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was in here. They're like, you broke the lock. Did I?
Get back, Sutton. Get back. Call me Sutton Nana. But yeah.
Nana was drunk when she gave birth to me because Rawan says you weren't awake. No, she was drunk and intoxicated.
I was not. Stop it. She was C-section, so I was out cold. And at that time, they didn't even give you an option to be awake. I would have stayed awake to watch it. So they did a midwife. See, I think a midwife would be fabulous.
I think childbirth is beautiful, but I cannot watch something like that pass through my body. I think my friend, I don't want to say who because I don't know if sharing information, but she pulled, we've talked about this before, she pulled the baby. They're like, you want to pull? And I see this a lot now, and I'm like, I wish I was that brave, but I would be like, no, just grab it.
Well, it's fabulous. I saw both my grandkids be born. My sister Karen, I was in for her little Polly. My friend Colleen, I was in for her. It's just a fabulous thing.
Nana's seen everyone's vaginas. Everybody. She's like, oh, okay. Oh, it's just so that's what it looks like. Mine wasn't like that. I had a C-section, but yeah, oh god, if you were down here you would wish you had one too. No, Nana didn't say that.
It's a fabulous miracle. That's all I got to say. Okay,
Kourtney Kardashian apparently did that too. She pulled out her own baby. I think I remember seeing that. Yep.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's something she would do. She's very like, I only eat organic, and I don't know if she's a vegan, and she's like, because she eats some meat. But she's just very like that.
Okay, and I don't want to shame her for having 3 children, like that. I mean, she can afford them. But what does Scott bring to the table? No, what does Scott bring to the table? Is he paying
his wiener?
Oh, nobody wants to see his wiener. Well, maybe once, but
we did see it.
We did see it in that sweatpants thing. I had 2 midwives, all natural birth. It was amazing. See?
Hey, Anna. And Dawn says, as a midwife, you should have been a midwife, Nana. My friend Crystal had a midwife. She loved having a midwife. It's amazing to see real vaginal birth. I bet, but I'm too.
Oh, it is just.
I don't like blood. I don't like. One time, Chell cut his knee pretty deep, and he was like, "Oh, Joe, can you help me?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And he was like, "You are so not helping me. I made it way worse."
I am one of those people. I have no trouble seeing other people like that, but if I hurt myself and I see blood, then I'm passing out. But to have someone else, I have no trouble with that. You're seeing a miracle. I mean, how many times do you actually get to do that? It's a miracle.
I feel like I'd be like Miss T. When I gave birth to my daughter, I told the doctor to wipe her down before they put her in my arm. Well, because it's got all the schmutzies on it. You got to get, I took the schmutzies out of Tilly's eyes. I was like, oh, God, is that inside of me? Get that out of there. That's got discharge and stuff. I don't know what that is. That's afterbirth,
Well, anyway.
Moving on. We'll move on from that. Okay, go ahead.
It is a miracle. Miracle of life. It is fabulous.
Moms are amazing, and I will stand by that my entire life. And if you don't stand by that, something's wrong with you. Women are amazing. What we can do with our bodies is next level. It's next level. I know this is breaking news. This is the coldest tea. It's next level.
It is. I always ask this because for some reason I'm not able to see it. So I just want to know how many people are here tonight for Friday.
700.
Oh, that's so nice. We're down, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. 700. Because if I tell Nana it's 103, she'll be pissed. Because I told her last week it was like 180 something, and she goes, "That's all."
I guess, if I'm putting on some lipstick and some of this under stuff, so you're not seeing those bags, I expect people to show up. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Lisa, if you have an 8th child, Nana will be there and midwife you.
5 of my 7 children were delivered by the same midwife. Only way to go. See, miracle of life. It's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. Linda Anderson, which is not Linda Burke. I saw my grandson being born, and my daughter did a fabulous job of giving natural birth. I just think it is fabulous. I will give you this. Now, I don't know if Dawn comes into our chat or if she's one of my friends, so she's part of the elderly. She had Paul and I over. Her and her husband had us over for spaghetti dinner. It's getting there. And I didn't have any children yet. And after spaghetti dinner, she had us watch her home movies, which showed her giving birth. And I sat there like this going.
You wanted to first, or did she just pop it in? Like, check this out. You're going to love it. And
no,
she didn't tell
no,
you.
she said, this is the birth of the child. I'm not thinking it's the birth of the child. I'm thinking, here's grandma and grandpa holding the baby, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting there, and usually, I have a strong stomach. Everything stays with me. But I saw that, and I'm like, and I'm looking over at Paul, and he's white as a ghost. And I'm thinking, oh, thank God we drank heavily that night. But anyway, I always remember that night.
And a childbirth on, no.
I just love you, Donnie.
Is that Donnie?
Donnie.
Is that sweet Donnie?
Sweet Donnie. And she's always,
That's
I call her Norma Ray because she's always, she's fighting for the rights of, healthcare for all. And I just love her, but I'll never forget that. Sitting there after spaghetti dinner going
to get people to watch things come out of her vagina.
Jesus, help me.
It kind of makes sense a little bit, because if you can do that with your body, which is amazing, you'd want to show it off. It's like when guys can lift a lot of weights or something. I mean, women too, but how guys want to show off like online, leg day and check out this. Well, why can't a woman? Vag day, bro. Have you ever done anything this magical with your body? You haven't, guaranteed.
Check it out.
So there you go.
Speaking of vages, and we'll drop that. Let's take a look at my bush. It is thriving. The balloon is still on there. I watered it today, and someone said that they gave money for the fertilizer. I do put in fertilizer spikes in my bush, and that seems to help it.
Oh, good. Nana's got spikes in her bush. All right. What else we got on the Nana notes, my love?
Rena and Erica, my daughter's linked. She says, my daughter's linked with a guy called Scott Disick. So it is true. Yes. New Range Rover for Erica. We went through that. I heard he was seen with a blonde at dinner. Okay. What does she care? What does she care? Tom, go out to dinner with anyone you want. You're boring. And that's, people, that is elderly. This is not elderly. That is elderly. Tom is elderly. Garcelle.
No, Nana, he's hurting. He is now, suffering from dementia. All of a sudden, you get hit with all these felonies. You're like, I forget, can't remember, dementia. What else?
Can't remember.
And now Erica, I wasn't loved by Tom, even though for the past how many ever seasons I've been on, I have said this is the only man that's ever loved me and everything. JK, he hasn't supported me. He made one rude comment at dinner one time 4 years ago, and he didn't come to my show during COVID, even though he's already on his deathbed. So there.
For anybody that has been married 21 years, if you only have one thing to say that your husband said that was rude to you, good for you. Good for you. That doesn't happen. Of course, you're going to say rude things back and forth to one another. That's just life. And then you make up and life is good and you go on because you know what buttons to press. Okay. Mm-hmm. Garcelle, to her kids, what would you guys think if I got married again? They are not happy with that, even the prospect of that. Garcelle is so cute. Is she cute or what? I mean, this woman, I just absolutely love her kids. And she shared something this time. I just thought she had the two boys. She has another son who has a family who had a lot of trouble with drugs. And he got clean. Terrible addiction, she said. He got clean. She wasn't happy because that's when they were talking about Scott Disick and having 3 kids. And she says, my son went with a woman who had 3 kids, and then they had one of their own and couldn't have been happier. She says, I couldn't have been happier about this union. Not in the beginning, not in the beginning, but now how it's turned out. So anyway, who's saying that miscellaneous? Oh my God.
I thought that was beautiful.
Lunzer, Erica, about that whole story. I thought it was too.
I like that Garcelle shared that because I mean, how beautiful of a story that your son was able to find his family and then they had a child together. Now all the children are his and he's doing really well, it looks like, and his wife looks adorable. And I thought that was a really nice story. I mean, that's not going to be the case for Rinna, but that's a really nice story.
It won't be the case for Rinna. I understand that. But as long as Harry Hamlin is by her side, she should be just fine. I like how they went and they were looking at Christmas decorations. Rinna talks to And that was, and who went shopping for, because she has nothing for Christmas.
Erica.
Erica
you guys,
went.
She didn't even take her tree. She made sure to take all of her clothes, all of her shoes. Clearly, Christmas isn't that big of a deal to you because you didn't take it. You know, the first thing she mentioned when she broke up with Tom, always remember this, guys, how she listed things. I lost my Lamborghini. I lost my husband, but the Lamborghini came first. So now, whenever you're going to feel bad for this woman, remember how she listed it. I lost my Lamborghini and then my husband. She might have had one more thing before Tommy Tom. So,
yeah, I mean,
we feel so bad for Erica. You know what happens when you go through a divorce? You don't have anything. You should be having to go to Marshall's, to the clearance holiday section. You should have to go to TJ Maxx, Home Goods, some poor place. The rest of us have to go, but she's going to some little boutique that I'm sure the prices are outrageous.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh, no, Erica.
Erica cries a river. I'm glad you got like a little pillow now that says Merry Christmas and a little baby tree and something else that she bought. Well, good for you.
It'll look great in your jail cell, allegedly.
It will, allegedly. And Rinna talks to her mom. Now, we haven't seen much of Lois because of the pandemic, and either has she, the Panakuchen. And Rinna talks to her mom, Lois, and Lois is darling. So hopefully Lois can come and visit because she has not seen her mom.
Yeah.
Do you like Lois? I like Lois.
Of course. There's nothing not to like about Lois.
I know. I just
sometimes Brenna.
Yeah. Well, Kyle, at Kyle's house, Portia starts screaming. Mauricio is cooking and he's grilling. And they brought the daughter home from college, and she can't get close to Portia now because she just got off a plane. But poor Portia is missing her sister so badly. And here I'm thinking, when she came around and she was in that patio, I'm thinking, who is that? You know, because all the kids have grown up and stuff. And I thought it was like one of the, like those stars, like, you know, who does Lucy like? Jojo Siwa. I thought it was someone like that she was screaming.
That's so funny that you say Scream, because it reminded me of the movie Scream with Drew Barrymore, where they're outside by the pool and then you get murdered. So Portia apparently is going through the, she's becoming a teenager. She's got hormones, just hormones on parade, like the rest of us when we went through teenage years. And Kyle misses the days when she was just, I want to be with mom. And she's very close to her sister, Sophia. And so she was all the dramatic when she saw her sister. I mean, Portia, she is, she's a young kid that's going through, like I said, puberty and a Panakuchen. I think that it's a change no matter what your socioeconomic bracket is. Kids are going through it.
Yes.
And so it makes sense that she connects with her sister. She hasn't been able to go to school. She hasn't been able to see other kids, allegedly, because who knows? They're doing these like quarantine circles where they're quarantining with Dorit and PK and stuff. But allegedly they have been in their ginormous mansion. Right. And then she was happy to see her sister. But yeah, they couldn't touch. So they touched feet, which technically is still touching.
It is. And I was, and I thought that was very nice that they brought the daughter home. She's 20. Mm-hmm. And she's just mentioning that everything's so different with this Panakuchen, and the idea that, and to go outside right now and not wear a mask is really strange to me now. Do you find that odd, or are you guys still wearing masks?
They're telling us to wear masks again because of the Delta Burke variant. So, because LA is getting hit with it. I think I saw something about maybe New Orleans is getting hit with it again. So,
and what is it called?
I call it's the Delta variant. I call it the Delta Burke variant because I like to fun up everything. Like
I love Delta Burke. Yes, exactly. I thought,
So it's the Delta Burke variant. I try to still wear a mask just because what happens with these viruses, the little I know, but as much as I've read, is mutations are very dangerous. So even if you are in fact vaccinated, it's going to hit the people that aren't vaccinated. However, the more people stay unvaccinated, the more, and it can mutate. And the fear is we're going to get a mutation that is going to be stronger than the than the vaccine. And I know a lot of people get really mad. You can't tell me, but that's how science works. Like these things mutate and they try to get stronger and they try to keep growing because they don't want to die. And so that's why you need herd immunity and you need vaccines and stuff like that. And so unfortunately, that's what's going on. I know I lose a lot of people when I talk about that, but it's just science, you guys. It's not political. It's science. It'll mutate
it shouldn't be.
and try to destroy you.
No,
and that's what it'll do. Political. And so that's what we're dealing with now is you have a lot of countries, who didn't have the same advantages we did to have access to the vaccine. Even I think our Canadians watching can say that, we got vaccinated before I think a lot of Canadians are still waiting on vaccines. And we have someone was saying 12%. I don't know. I have to Google this, but a 12% vaccine rate in Missouri or something. So it is important. So it's important for us to still not spread, because I could have the Delta variant, give it to somebody, and it's just a whole thing. It's just science. And all the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. But it's not political. No one's trying to invade you. No one's trying to put a magnetic code in you. No one's trying to track you. This is already tracking you 24/7 and you allow it. So that's what it is. So the short answer is yeah, I still wear a mask.
Okay, I just
didn't know. But a lot of people don't.
I didn't know. I went into Cub and I didn't have a mask on. I'm looking around and there was maybe 2 people that had a mask, and I thought, do I go back to the mask? I just got 3 masks that I ordered from bcslots.com, Brian Christopher, and then I haven't been able to use them. I used it once. So anyway.
Yeah, we're not even at booster stage yet. Kathleen is saying of Ontarios are now finally vaccinated. So 43, what does that mean? 43% of Ontario are finally vaccinated. Okay. All right. Yeah. The point we aren't at booster. So yeah.
Yeah, I just felt funny going out without it because you get used to it, and it wasn't that big a deal. I like wiping my, carts off still, with my little wipes and things like that.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get the variants under control, we could experience, it's going to keep getting stronger and growing. Sure. And so the more people it can infect, and, we can, even when you're vaccinated, you're not immune to it. You can still be a carrier. It's just most likely not going to kill you and not going to be as bad as if you weren't vaccinated. But we're all still carriers. So it's not over, guys. It's not over. We're just doing our best. And the variant's dangerous for children. That's what Chell was saying. When we go there in to Minnesota, he wants to make sure he's okay to be, us to be around the kids after traveling, because kids are vaccinated. So we don't know yet what the variant can do to kids. So, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. No harm in Lady Di say no harm in masking, Nana. Okay, then I
think I look better in a mask.
Well, I know I do, but I wish I could wear the mask, get started from up here, these bags here.
Me too. Anyway. I want to wear it from here to here to here. Okay, maybe just a little eye slit. I don't know. I do like my eyebrows. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, beautiful eyes. Beautiful eyes. Crystal's getting ready with the help of 2 people doing her hair and her makeup. And she says now what is her, it's not maid or personal, it's not personal assistant, Lucy. How can I forget that? Oh, sweet Jesus.
She says she's not eating, but what was that about?
I don't know. She says, well, I don't eat. And the woman looks at her, Lucy looks at her like, what? She says, I'll just have a brownie. So she eats this brownie. Well, there's nothing wrong with eating a brownie. I mean, oh my goodness. I feel bad for Crystal.
There's some issues there.
Can she see how beautiful she really is? I guess maybe that is the problem. She doesn't see how beautiful she is because every other word out of her mouth is, well, my husband, the director. My husband, the director. You are wonderful in your own right. You don't have to talk about the Lion King director every 2 minutes. We're tired of hearing about him.
What do you think about her saying she's just a tomboy? Because like Stephanie says, I'm just a tomboy. I don't wear makeup. Everyone designs for him. Just a tomboy.
I know. She goes, I don't put this together. And maybe she doesn't, but she always looks well put together. She's got people to do that. Okay.
Who picked out that, what was it? How much? $190,000 purse was it? You guys correct me if I'm
Horrible.
wrong. Wasn't it something like that?
It was ridiculous.
So
it was ridiculous. I don't care. Well, I know it wasn't the Lion King director. As a husband, I highly doubt that he would pick that out for her. Yeah, I like Crystal. Levon Gittins is saying, I like Crystal, but there are some issues. And there are. I mean, I really like her. And then all of a sudden, I'll kind of go back and go, what did she say?
She's doing a lot. I think I understand her to a point. But then I think this it's just.
I don't know, honey. I'm sorry. I think it is. I think it's a little strange to me. Some of the things that she has to say.
My husband came in the chat. Hey, Joe, gonna take my parents swimming. Your food is in the microwave. Thank you, hype my husband, Chow.
Does it get better than that? I saw a
went
picture.
Out to eat, and I had to decline so I could do the show. And then I was like,
nice.
He's like, can you push it back? I go, Nana gets NyQuil Nana. She gets too cheapy. Oh, there's my husband.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, wait.
Hi, Shelly.
Dead flower. I put it on the floor because it's dead. I didn't want people to know my peonies are dying. So I put that on the floor, and he picked it up and put it in the vase.
Well, I saw Chel's mom and stepdad in the pool on Facebook, and they look very nice. It's the same pool you and I just absolutely love. So, yeah. So body dysmorphia is real.
Body dysmorphia, it's called, Nana. It's actually
sorry.
Have you ever heard of body dysmorphia, Nana?
I think I had it.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
I just
ask Nana. I think this might be an ask Nana on a serious topic.
So.
Yes, good job, Nana. Good
Thanks.
Job.
Ooh, I'm ready for Jeopardy. Okay, Joleen, what is a pussy?
All right, Nana.
And I'm not sure, but like Luther Vandross, he was a yo-yo dieter, and I have been a yo-yo dieter all my life. So when I was young and thought I was fat and was 116 pounds, and I was eating meat, fish, eggs, 8 glasses of water a day, meat, cheese, fish, eggs, 8 glasses of water a day, and that's all I would have. I got a fish bone caught in my throat. I was 16 years old, and I wouldn't take a piece of bread to get it down. And my mother was just yelling at me, take this piece of bread. So that, to me,
fish bones down? Don't you just drink water?
Well, I don't know if it's a wives' tale, if anybody else has heard of this.
You're like,
but
shove this loaf of bread down your throat.
No, it wasn't even a loaf of bread, just a little piece of bread to get it down, okay? So, and that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. When I would go and do these protein drinks for 36 days and not have any type of nourishment except for these protein drinks, and I dropped it like crazy and put it on back like crazy. I think, I did have that. There's no question. They just didn't have a word or name.
Well, that sounds a little eating disorder type, but body dysmorphia, I think, is when you see something in your body that's not necessarily how everyone else sees you. Like I've had friends that have had body dysmorphia, and it's really sad because you'll see you can be as thin as you want, but technically the definition is body dysmorphic disorder is a mental health disorder in which you can't stop thinking about one or more perceived defects or flaws in your appearance. A flaw that appears minor or can't be seen by others, but you may feel so embarrassed, ashamed, and anxious that you may avoid many social situations. Because I've had it where friends have had it where they've thought they were a size that they weren't. Do you know what I mean? And it's so ingrained in their psyche that they believe that that's how they look, and it's really sad, and it's something that's is very difficult.
I get it, but I've had this
disorder
I've had this ever since, I had put on weight, and then once you take it off, and then this yo-yo stuff, it isn't good for your health. But I really truly think that I have a little bit of that, or did. I
think so too, because I remember growing up, you did a lot of I remember all my friends' moms did. It was always on a diet, and now the new thing is to kind of not say diet in front of young girls because eating disorders are so scary, and they're so easy to develop, unfortunately, that you don't want to always be worried about your weight or saying you're unattractive. I remember you being on a diet all the time, even when you were at your thinnest. But that's just society, I think, conditioning us women to always believe we're never good enough. We're always fat. We're always this, that, and the other thing. So I try to fight that myself now. And even when Lucy's around, because I started keto, and she's like, well, why do you do keto? I go, oh, Auntie Joleen just wants to put some more veggies in her body because it's fuel, and I want to fuel it well, because I don't want her to think I think I'm ugly or I think I'm fat, because you have to remember these little people looking at us think the world of us, especially at that age. And to them, you're beautiful. That's their Nana. That's their auntie. That's their mom. So when they see them knocking themselves, they're like, well, then if they think they're beautiful or ugly, then I must be ugly too. So it trickles down. It's kind of scary.
It really does. And it's just, my mom and I would always fight the weight together. And we always laughed because we would join Weight Watchers, and we hated the word rejoin because they'd say, oh, a new member. And we both look at each other and go, rejoin. Hated it. Hated that word. My mom was just a riot. Rejoin. And I had to laugh. Even when I got pregnant with you, I was so afraid of putting on a whole bunch of weight that I joined Weight Watchers.
When you were pregnant?
When I was pregnant, because it's a good, it's healthy eating. And I joined it, but I failed miserably. But because I went from, and I'm not kidding, I was little at the time. I was about 119 pounds. I got pregnant with you, 121, right in there, and 5'7", and I got up to 204.5. So I wasn't your poster girl for Weight Watchers, but when I think of that, that was even in my head when I was pregnant, and that's sad.
Oh, well, everyone is saying that bread works, and also shout out to Marcella. Marcella, thank you for the super chat saying, hi, Joleen. Enjoying the show. I'm glad you're enjoying the show, Marcella. Keep up the good work and content yourself.
I love the name Marcella. Love the name Marcella.
Power. Well, Nana, you can follow her channel. She has her own channel, and she speaks on a lot of cool stuff. So there you go.
And what is the name of the channel? Can you tell me?
I think it's Marcella Speaks. Let me look it up now that you asked me.
And Marcella, if you want to just put it in the chat, that would be great.
She's killing it right now, Marcella.
Because we are so happy to push other podcasts. YouTubers. Absolutely.
Marcella, I believe she's already up to 6K followers. It's Speak with Your Girl, Marcella. So
okay. All right. Thank you.
We like to promote women on YouTube. So Speak with Your Girl, Marcella. Check it out here. I mean, she's killing it. She's killing it. She's killing it with the views. Killing it.
God, she's darling. Okay. Jane Fonda, best workout tapes. Lisa C. That's so funny because I got my mom had. What was his name? Richard Simmons. Someone
in the chat just said sweating to the oldies. I used to exercise when I was a little kid with my grandma, and she'd do Richard Simmons. I thought it was so fun. I'm like, we're just dancing. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh no, that shit's a workout.
It's a workout. And I think people, so many things have been written about Richard as far as where is he now? Why is he, gone away from, because he got tired of this crap. He doesn't need it anymore. All the fat shaming and things like that. If he put on some weight, people were after him. It's just sad.
Nana, about finding Richard Simmons, and I listened to the whole thing. It was a couple of years ago. I remember when I would fly to shows for comedy, and I would listen to the Richard Simmons podcast. I got excited when they dropped new episodes.
I know. I love Richard. You know what? Let him be. He already entertained. He already did it. It's time for him. He wants to retire. Just let him be. I hope he's trying out those new Twinkies that I bought yesterday, and they're just like the old banana flips, and it tastes like banana.
Oh my God.
Be still my heart. I said to the kids, I go, can I just have a little bite of that? The kids, come here, honey.
Give Nana a little.
Just a little. And then poor Frankie's sitting on the couch. He goes, why is my Twinkie cut in half? I go, well, honey, remember
Did you eat it?
Yes, it's as bad as eating the ears off their Easter bunny at Easter, those chocolate ears.
You did that.
Where are my ears on my bunny? Oh, so many things I'm so not
Grandma
proud
sleep
of.
Eats. She sleep eats. At least she didn't sell your clarinet, Frankie. There you go. Moving on. From WW.
Moving on.
WW. Oh my God.
Love
Remember
WW.
Stop the Insanity with their short bleached hair?
Yes.
Stop the Insanity, Susan Powers.
She had this color hair. I'm trying to tone that down a little bit. But she had that color hair. And was she the one that was married to Rocky? Or am I getting her mixed up with someone else?
No, that's Bridget Nielsen.
That's Bridget Nielsen. I knew I got that mixed up, but I do remember Stop the
You're
Insanity.
right. Sorry, Pat. I said Kristen Powers or Susan Powers. What am I talking about? It's Susan Powter, and it was this lovely lady, and she was the 90s,
Okay.
wasn't she? Like the early 90s?
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Stop the insanity.
Oh, no, I was thinking of somebody else. Maybe I was thinking of the one that was.
This lady?
No, I don't know why.
Remember her book? Change the way you look and feel forever. Stop the insanity.
No, I was thinking of Bridget Nielsen. I'm sorry. But she didn't stop the insanity, did she? Okay. Anyway. Garcelle has 3 boyfriends. Yay, Garcelle. And she's on Bumble. Now, that must be a new dating site.
Nana, that's an app where the women can only contact you. Because a lot of these apps, you get a lot of low-down, dirty dog dudes who are like, "Where's my wiener?" So this way, though, you can't contact a woman unless she contacts you. So
okay.
So it's a little more lady
friendly.
That's
Bumble. Okay. And why do they call it Bumble, I wonder? Huh? I don't know.
Bumbling around? I don't know.
Bumble. Was that the name of that monster from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
The abominable snowman?
Yeah.
I don't think it was Bumble.
Did they call him a Bumble? Oh, okay. I must be having flashbacks. Sorry. Never mind.
Romel wants to know, are you Team Sutton or Team Crystal, Dana?
I guess. I really was Team Crystal, but she's showing us signs of a lot of problems, a lot of issues.
Are you going to say instability? I feel like you were going that way.
I was going to go there, and then I just thought, go through your own life, Nana. Who are you calling
We're all unstable.
Who are you to call anyone unstable? After you just wouldn't even take a piece of bread to get a fishbone out of your throat. Okay.
Everyone in the chat said you were right, and you do take bread to get the fish bones. I guess I've never just had a fish bone stuck so far. Luckily, I'm team move on.
Oh, on either both of them.
Fight about something new.
Okay.
Fight about something new. I'm tired of the naked fight. We got to fight about something new. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sutton can do something else to piss you off.
Take a ride in her Bentley. The way she drives, be taken care of real soon. Not a fan. I mean, like I said, all these expensive cars and things, guys, I don't know. These people.
Could she be going through the change? I just watched Why Women Kill, and the lady has the cops over, and she's trying to hide a crime that they committed. And she was just like, oh, and then she's trying to distract them. And then they're like, "Oh, ma'am, are you okay?" She's like, "I'm going through the change."
Well, you can go through the change without murder. Really.
I don't know. Well, I'll have to see when I get there. But
I'm telling you, I'm kind of like my mom, because I said, "Mom, what was that change like?" And this was like years back. Grandma's been gone 23 years. And I says, "Mom, what is the change like?" "Oh, I was too busy. I don't even remember going through it." And I used to think, "Oh God, that's a good attitude." So I think I took that same attitude as my mom. I was busy and I didn't care. All I knew is I wasn't getting that once a month, and God was, that was fine.
He was blessing you with taking away that. Marcella has told us, because we asked earlier. Thanks, Marcella. Marcella says, speak with your girl, Marcella. That's your
like it.
Nana's probably going to subscribe to you now, Marcella. So get ready for some fun Minnesota. Get ready for elderly Nana. She got called elderly at the grocery store. So now she's elderly Nana.
I know. I love that. And
I think we're going to call you Baby Nana now. Baby Nana.
And I don't even want to be a baby. I don't want to be infant. I just didn't like the word elderly. That really just kind of went against my brain.
No one should call you elderly. Don't call anybody elderly. Just leave people alone. Don't call them elderly.
Don't call me elderly. You can call me a senior. I love senior discounts. Call me a senior.
Yeah.
I don't care. Senior's great.
Seniors.
If you give me a percentage off, you can call me elderly. But seriously, seniors is much better. Menopause is like Florida in August. Get a cooling pad like athletes have. I love that. That's great. That's great.
That's awesome.
But I don't remember all of that. Maybe it's good not to remember that. But
they just got off on the wrong foot, the two of them. You know, and now it's just escalated to a point where I'm like, and Marcella says she's Team Sutton. Yes, she spends on depression, divorce, does this. Sutton is lonely. Love her. Yeah, I think and the thing with Sutton is she's starting to admit, like, hey, I'm struggling. Yeah. And I feel like there's nothing she can do to right this wrong to Crystal. Crystal's going to have to give a little bit. I understand that Sutton can be problematic. I understand that the whole I don't see color thing. I understand all of that. That's annoying AF. But with this particular incident, I feel like it needs to stop now. But Crystal did not give. She said, I am not going to not say, what's the word? Not victim, but violated. I'm not going to violate. Oh. But if you see Kathy Hilton,
love her.
She is throwing Kyle under the bus. So Kyle told her that she talked to Sutton, and Sutton said the peeping Tom thing. And so then Kathy repeated, oh, well, Kyle told me. Kathy is here to destroy Kyle. That is her mission on this show. She will pay. Doogie will pay. Kathy's going on the show playing dumb, going, oh, but really, she's taking down Doogie. But now with the Crystal Sutton thing, I feel like Sutton, it's time, like she gave a little and said, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. Everyone seems to be agreeing that wasn't her intention. So let's just say, let's just err on the side of that wasn't her intention, and next time she will knock and then move on. And the violated thing, I mean, she literally was Webster's dictionary, and Crystal had all the definitions.
She really did. But Kathy Hilton, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Kathy Hilton. This show needs you. It just does. And she is hysterical. I just love her. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Crystal's not backing down from the word violated. We see that Garcelle talks to this kind of a coach, kind of a dating coach, if you will, writing down things that she needs. But she says at the end, she says, I want him hung like a horse. Really? Before you said no.
Not too big.
I'm hoping she's not knocking on Scott Disick's door.
Don't do it. No, she's waiting for Brad Pitt. She said to her sons, and they
Isn't
said
that funny? I thought that was cute.
I was thinking when she said that, I'm like, I have no doubt in my mind that Brad Pitt would knock on Sutton's door. That could literally happen, you guys. That could happen.
Oh, yes, because I mean, both beautiful people. He'd be very lucky. And Erica seems to be better this time as far as she's almost excited about her divorce. I think she's so excited about having a storyline for a change.
Erica, she's just really trying to. Well, I think she's just really trying to push this narrative that she was this kind of. I don't want to say abused because she's not saying that, but she was this woman who was not loved, and she was ignored in her large mansion. And listen, Miss, you did your damnness to be away from him at all times. You hired friends.
Yes.
You hired a personal stylist. You got the Lambo. You became a pop singer. You didn't want to be there. This was a transactional marriage. Let's not pretend you were ever really getting and then, in fact, I do think she was getting some fatherly love from him in this sick way, because I always go back to that scene when she got on Broadway and she said, I remember dancing at Shakers with Danielle Staub, and I said, one day I'm going to be on Broadway. And it just happened a little later for me. And she was signing her paperwork, and Tom said, I'm proud of you. And she's like, that's all I've ever wanted, because she wants that fatherly. And then they hugged awkwardly, like a granddaughter hugging her grandpa, and they might have kissed. And so I don't believe that Tom wasn't supportive of Erica. I think if anything, Tom ran out of money supporting all of Erica's endeavors, and Tom had been doing this right before Erica. So this isn't Erica's fault, but Erica gladly took that blood money, and Tom just kept the blood money coming in, because that's how he
kept her. He has
to buy his love.
Well, that's how he kept her.
She was a sugar baby.
Yeah. So Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that. She was a sugar baby. I like that.
Yeah.
So at the end of this, I wanted more, I wanted more. They kind of left us wondering about Garcelle, and they left us, Crystal to Crystal. I mean, Crystal screaming at Sutton, and Sutton screaming at Crystal. You're just jealous of what? You and your ugly leather pants. I mean, come on.
I've been waiting for that moment.
I want more. I've been waiting for this. Yes.
Why did we have to see I mean, this episode I think was a lot of fluff, where we could have just got right to the meat and the fight. We didn't have to, we spent a lot of time at Kyle's house with the daughter coming home and all that. That could have been shortened. A lot of things. The Christmas shopping. Let's just get to talking about Scott Disick and MoveOn.org. Get back into Erica's tiny house.
Yes, I wanted to hear more about her daughter seeing him, how they got together. I wanted to know that.
Well, what he does is he just goes down. When people graduate, he shows up at your graduation from high school. And he's in the audience. He's like, she's single. Are her parents rich and famous? She's single. And then he dates you.
Oh, my God. It's sad. It is just sad. I'm going, class of 2030. Okay, let's see what we got going here.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is sad, isn't it?
Romel
it is disgusting.
Says, no shade. I like Kathy as a friend. But to me, people are making her this hilarious comedian. It's very forced, in my opinion. Listen, I don't think she's a hilarious comedian. I agree with you, Romel. I think there's going to come a point where we're gonna bump up her hype a little too much. But right now, that's how boring Beverly Hills was, that we need her. And we need someone to counteract that Kyle and Kyle's fakeness and all of that. And this can't be the Kyle show or we'll all fall asleep. We will fall asleep. So we need Kathy to take little jabs and be like, what did she say during this episode? She didn't know what something was. And it was pretty obvious. And someone had to explain it to her. And I was like, there's no way Kathy Hilton doesn't know that. Do you remember what it was?
Okay.
Let us know in the chat, you guys. I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember too,
but I do see what you're saying.
She's sharp.
She plays. She's good at playing the dummy, and it's very funny. But there was something in this episode that she was like, "Oh, I don't know what that is," and I'm thinking, "You don't know what that is?" Oh, Mazel Tov. She thought it was.
Oh, yeah, she thought it was Merry Christmas. Oh, please.
It's just her either she's under the influence of something, or she just doesn't. Or she's just playing it up. Thank you, Miss Sia. Have you heard the rumor that they are casting for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills right now? Well, Nana's got the stalest, coldest tea in the game, just like me. And she said that they're talking to Denise Richards again. I don't know if this keeps up with Crystal. I just don't see her getting a second season. I know we've talked about this, and I think she deserves a second season because maybe she's just having first season jitters.
I think she does deserve a second season. I'd like to see less of the Lion King director, but I would like to see more of Crystal. Sutton, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's keep her. Dorit, you're not bringing a whole lot.
Oh my God, when she said my English friend.
Wasn't that funny? Wasn't that funny?
The Beverly Hills ladies are just there. They believe their own hype. They're up their own booties. And Kathy Hilton can call this out because she's got more money than all of them. And they're going to bow down to Kathy Hilton. So Kathy's going to make these comments that we haven't been seeing. Kyle would make fun of like, oh, Dorit, do the accent. But Kathy will call it out in a way like, my little English friend. And then she's like, I'm not English. Well, then why do you talk?
Why do you talk like that?
So... yeah, I did hear rumors that there's a lot of, we hear this every season, but I was hearing even more so that a lot of franchises are looking at, like they were saying with Roa, Atlanta, only right now, maybe Portia Candy might be safe allegedly. But again, I have only the stalest, chilliest tea. And then Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they're probably looking at that because it's when without the Erica storyline, there wouldn't be too much. And then I know with New York,
that's big.
They're looking at the New York situation too. And this, you never know. I mean, Nana, I wish you watched New York. It's a mess. It's a mess.
I know. It's all right. But Susie Gross saying, oh my God, hilarious, calling Dorit English. And it's so funny. That was so funny.
She has an accent. She's like, Beverly Beach by Dorit. Hi, fan. She's like, well, PK is my husband and Boy George is my best friend. So just naturally, I travel around the world. So naturally, I have an accent. Oh,
so bad.
Connecticut sounds like me. I don't hear it. Dorit is a walking billboard. She's a walking... they don't even have to pay her.
She is because of everything that
advertisement.
That Louis Vuitton outfit was darling, though. I did like that with the little raincoat, the little slicker thing. And I love that. I did. I thought she looked great. But that would be like me saying this Minnesota accent is put on.
Do you think this could be, Marcella makes a good point. Crystal's there because her producer husband, Kathy's very smart. She gets in jabs and throws shade. Exactly. And Crystal, I think, to add on to that, I think Crystal knows. And I think, unfortunately, Crystal, when you are young and you marry a man that is very successful, you often lose your identity. And then what we've seen in previous Housewives seasons, we've seen rich, famous men, Kelsey Grammer, throw their wives in it and go do something so I can go off with my side chick and have twins and never talk to you again, even though we have 2 kids ourselves. But apparently now I hate you. Kelsey Grammer, I'll never forgive you. That's some rude ass shit. Grow up, be a man, talk to your ex. So I think Crystal might be falling into the trap of she doesn't know her own worth because all she's been known as for all these years is the Lion King's wife. And so now she brings all this insecurity into the Housewives and she's projecting it onto them. So that could be, she's trying to find her place in this as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like Nana said. But Nana said this earlier. You said you're good enough, Crystal. Someone needs to grab Crystal and say, you're good enough, dear. You and Rashad, I lent her my kickboxing coach. She's good enough. Okay, you guys? She
is. She's working out with Milli Vanilli for Christ's sake. Come on.
Oh, Nana. Dear Dana's here. Hi. Dana says, Dorit is like a woman with multiple personality disorder, but it's stuck in her accent. She has multiple accents.
Yes, disorder. She does. That is so funny. It is funny just to listen to her talk, and you do a beautiful Dorit. You just do a beautiful Dorit.
What's interesting is Kathy Hilton doesn't need the show, but she's wanted it for a long time because if you search the YouTubes well enough, you will find the teaser, if you will, for a show that she and Kyle and Kim were pitching where they thought people would want to see their lives and see how pretentious and how gross it was when they went, you guys, with all their money and everything. They went to hand out sandwiches to homeless people. Okay, great. Go give people food. But then they wanted to interview them. And then they wanted to pull the whole well, why don't you pick yourself up off the ground? Why don't you? It's like, first of all, you can do more than a shitty sandwich.
Right.
But thanks for feeding people.
That's right.
But also, it's a bad look. It was, if you find this teaser, I don't know what it's called. I watched it years ago, but I remember watching it going, oh, no wonder this didn't get picked up. These people aren't self-aware to know that this seems like you're blaming the people for not having homes. Like you're so out of touch, you don't understand. So Kathy Hilton has wanted to be a part of reality TV for a little bit now. She doesn't need it.
She doesn't. Well, no. I mean,
I think
you have that kind of money. I can't even imagine that kind of money. The idea that I know that when you think that a Range Rover isn't good enough, what kind of money is that? Dear Lord, what does a Range Rover cost, kids? Is it like 80, 90 grand, something? I don't know.
Let's look up.
Maybe I'm so wrong, but it was loaded. It was loaded. Look up Range it was beautiful. And then let's look up a minivan for Nana.
Well, they got Land Rovers. I don't even know where I find a Range Rover.
I don't either. Who makes them? I don't even know. Is it
Rover of the Range?
Yeah, Rover. Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm. This one looks like it's. I found a Range Rover. Is this used? For $37,000. That must be used.
Oh, that's got to be used. This was brand new off the lot. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, and it was decked out.
Brand. And she's like, it's okay. I've never had one. I've never had to go. I've never been so impoverished that I've had to get. So the 2021 Range Rover has a $92,000 starting price, which is well above the average for a luxury large SUV. The price climbs to $131,000 for the mid-range. So that's just the basic. That's the DX of Hondas. I only know how Hondas go. DX, LX, EX. Not to brag, but I might be driving an EX Honda. What do I have? Oh, CRV. So I don't want to brag, but I'm killing it. Okay.
So am I, because we are leasing.
Who doesn't? The price climbs to $131,000 for mid-range, and it skyrockets to $211,000 for the long wheelbase.
Don't
model.
Even.
She got that.
Oh my gosh, of course she did. So I'm so out of touch with that because I haven't bought a car in a long time. We've been leasing because we've had our issues with cars, and leasing seems to be the best for Papa and I.
Thank you, Lala, for the super chat. I'm from Connecticut. Dorit is full of it. We don't talk like that. I imagine that Connecticutians, I don't know if that's what you call yourselves, didn't talk like that. But according to Dorit, it's just like, I've traveled the world. Beverly Beach by Dorit. Hi, fan.
Please.
Missy said, thank you. If you and Nana could join, a Real Housewives franchise, which one would you go to, Nana? What would you go to?
No, does it have to be one that's already out there and established?
Yes, one that's already there. I'm trying to think where I would go.
I guess I'd go to Orange County. I like California.
Really?
I'd go to Orange County.
And have to deal with all those ladies?
Yes, I would. I'd go to Orange County.
I'd go to New York.
Would you? New York, oh, honey, that doesn't
or
surprise
Atlanta.
me.
Those two cities, because I love Atlanta so much. And that Atlanta and New York have brought me the most joy out of any Housewives franchises. I like Potomac too, but through the years, they brought me the most joy. And I do love Atlanta. But if I could be rich and be a housewife and live in New York and live in one of those huge places and then have another place in Sag Harbor, or the other place that, Luann's got Sag Harbor. And then what's the other rich place?
I thought that was Kohl's. I thought that was Sag Harbor. Wasn't that a brand name?
It's a brand. I do a joke about it in my
I know, yes.
Sag Harbor. No, it's an actual place, and I found out.
Oh, it is. I didn't know that. Okay.
A rich place. So tell us in the chat what you guys would do. So hello there says Atlanta, then Potomac. Potomac for me, Nana. You got to watch the Hamptons. Yes, that's the rich. You got to watch Potomac because it is beautiful. Like the area itself, and it's so expensive. Like,
honey, I bet it is.
So expensive.
I like my old shows, and I spend a lot of time going over and over Angie Mayberry, Dick Van Dyke, Mary Tyler Moore, and but Orange County, see, somebody's with me. I'm with Nana.
Some people like Orange County. I like that you guys are telling us. Legally, Leah and me are going to go take over NYC. Nana.
Okay, you guys go, because
join ADP Joleen segment, because Legally Leah does the best Wendy Williams you've ever seen in your life. The best. And Nana doesn't even like Wendy Williams ever since she made that very off-color joke about Nana's boyfriend's ex who passed away.
Yes. And she committed suicide, and oh my God, please.
No, she didn't commit suicide. She was murdered.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking of something else. I'm sorry. You're talking about Price's
Drew Carey's.
Yeah.
Drew
Carey.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
No. Okay. So, this is fun. So Levon says Potomac or Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is really pretty. And I'm sure there's openings because Jen Shaw, cling. I think she might be, it doesn't look good for old Jen Shaw. She had to give up the Shaw chalet. Clink. Clink. That's what one of the gals said to Teresa Giudice. But when she was about to go, there were these twins that were on for a millisecond. She go clink.
Oh.
Marcella would pick Dallas. They need to mix up with some chocolate. Yes. And Marcella, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she's actually friends with Potomac housewives.
Oh, maybe. Is that right?
I think it's Potomac. Yeah. So, yeah. So she's picking. Well, listen, Dallas has been struggling. Nana doesn't watch Dallas either, but it's on life support right now. I didn't watch this past season because I was like, oh God, after the last one, and because they're getting their dick sucked at the roundup. There was a racist lady on it. What was her name? Anyways, but she would say everyone's getting their husbands are getting their D sucked at the roundup.
Okay, and this is Dallas. Okay.
She was claiming everyone was gay. That tale as old as time in the Housewives.
Oh my goodness.
You hate someone, call their husband gay. Lots of you are picking Dallas, which surprises me.
Okay,
but Miami's coming back. So there you go.
Well, I thought Miami's coming back, huh? I can't wait for Miami Housewives. See, and I like Orange County and Beverly Hills.
West Coast only.
I am. West Coast, not East Coast. Okay.
That's so funny that only one of the housewives of Potomac lives in Potomac. Everyone else lives 45 minutes away, but they call it the Real House of Potomac. Similar to, remember when OC started, it was everyone lived in Codo or, the neighborhood. But not everyone really did. Tamara was trying to get into Codo de Casa or whatever the neighborhood.
Yes.
And then Tamara finally got in years later, and that's there's going to be big shakeups on OC because Heather's coming back. And I think Tamara's coming back. There were talks to Vicky, but I don't know. I don't think we need Vicky. And also Steve, the old detective, old Stevie.
Yeah.
He's running for California mayor or governor, some crazy
Then
thing.
he's not. No.
Yeah, Marcella has the real tea when it comes to
that is great.
The ladies of Potomac, because she knows.
So he's running for public office.
Yeah, let's see.
Detective Steve. That is interesting.
Steve.
That is interesting.
Is it governor? Could he be? Oh, and he's being funded by the people that want Gavin Newsom out, I believe. So yeah, the Real Housewives alum, Vicky Gunvalson's fiance Steve Lodge is running for governor. How terrifying! How terrifying! Yeah.
Can you see Vicky as first lady or first?
Oh,
yeah.
She'd be like, in a minivan, I ordered it. You know, she would just be screaming tequila, peeing on stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, why isn't there a Chicago franchise? Especially since Tinsley went there, but I think now Tinsley, and the reason she went there, she was a New York housewife, and I think she broke up with Scott again, right? And then, but they would have been great if Tinsley could have started it there.
I mean, why don't they have a Housewives of Minnesota?
They should have a Minneapolis one. You could have Janelle from Big Brother.
That's right.
She would be perfect for it, and she would do it.
Yeah, we do. We have some. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be good. Everyone has to watch Dorinda's 15-second short she posted this week on her YouTube channel.
What? Okay, we're going to look it up.
That's Erin. Erin is saying that.
Erin, we're going to look it up. Dorinda Medley on YouTube. What is she saying? I don't see a 15-second short. Oh, wait, I see it. Okay.
You can pick this stuff up so quick.
We're going to watch it together. Excuse me, guys. Okay.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah, we are.
I'm getting ready for it.
I'm keeping you late. I'm so sorry, my love. Okay, let me remove and add it back because I have to make sure the sound is included. Okay, share screen. We're going to watch it together here, guys. Breaking news. Not really. But, okay, so here's her little short. Let me know if you can hear it. Oh, wait, let me rewind it. Hold on.
Get it. Hit it. Get it. Ow. Show them, girl. Yeah. Boom. Bye.
Is that what we're supposed to watch? What the heck is she doing?
Not sure, honey. Not sure, but.
Is she okay? J. Crew, Gucci, and then what? Is she okay? Oh, the Housewives of El Paso. Oh my God, I did comedy shows in El Paso. What was the comedy place I did it at? The comic strip, I think, in El Paso. A few times. I had fun. It was hot, but it was, desert weather. Oh my gosh. So people are saying OC, New Jersey, or New York, New Jersey, top 3. Yeah, I didn't see a ton for New Jersey. Sheree, Marcella's saying Sheree Whitfield is strongly coming back. I saw little rumblings of that on Instagram. Now, Nana, again, you did watch a little Atlanta with me. Do you remember Sheree, who had the joggers that are coming out spring, summer?
Absolutely. So, and I remember.
In case you forgot,
Candy.
Probably more September. For that is spring, summer. September, spring, summer.
We're still waiting for her joggers. We're still waiting for the joggers. You remember Candy. Candy was your favorite, right?
I loved Candy. I love Candy, and I liked what? Go ahead.
Oh, your boyfriend, Greg, his cancer came back.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Nana loves Greg. She had such a crush on him. Because why, Nana?
Well, because he walked slow, and I like that because I could keep up with him.
You thought he was a cutie and he walked slow.
Yeah, he walks slow. I mean, it's different. In different times of your life, you look for different things in a person or a partner. And walking slow, that's hot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So maybe she's wearing Giovanni. She said mood today, the Dorinda thing. Maybe I just didn't get it, but she's just being Giovanni, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess I didn't get it. What was that mess? Did she break a hip? I don't know. Dear Dana says, a new show. They should take real middle-class housewives, put them in upper-class uppity circumstances, and vacays with allowance. What? Video them in the real world, too. I would watch that. So what? Put them in upper-class uppity circumstances and vacays with allowance. I would like an allowance.
Oh, I would go crazy over an allowance. Hello.
Right?
Really don't need an allowance. I do all the bills and handle the money, so I'm fine.
Marcel
and Paul likes it like that. That's good. Dad likes it.
They are middle class in Potomac. Only Ashley,
okay,
Maya, Karen, and Monique are wealthy. Ooh, so that leaves out Robyn. That leaves out Giselle.
Wow.
Who else are we missing? That leaves out Candace. Oh, Busy's not going to like that. His friend Candace doesn't have the kind of wealth that Monique has. Miss Cia, if you or Nana could buy any of the Real Housewives merchandise, who would you buy? Oh, God. Does it have to be existing merchandise, Miss Cia? Like what people have right now? Probably. Okay, so you got all the housewives pretty much sell something, Nana. Ramona's got a skincare line.
Okay.
I would buy it. Luann's got her cabaret. Sonia had a toaster. I would like to buy Sonia's toaster oven. If it ever came out, I would buy that. Bethany obviously has, skinny. She has all kinds of stuff.
Oh, that skinny girl business. Yeah. She just made a small fortune, didn't she, with that?
And then you got, I don't know. Can you think of any? Obviously, you can buy cardigans from Rinna. You can go to Nene Leak's restaurant. And you can also buy Nene Leak's. When I was in Atlanta last time, I was going to drive I had shows at Laughing Skull, and me and my friend Jen went to Candy's restaurant, the Old Lady Gang. We always like to go there together. We saw Don Juan, and then I Googled how far from Atlanta Nene's store was, and it was out there. It was like in the burbs, and I wouldn't have gotten back to my comedy show in time. So we ended up not going, but I would probably, and I probably still will, if that store is still there. I don't know if it is. I would go to Nene's store and try to buy something.
And Nene has a store. Boy, I didn't realize they had so much merch out there. I guess I didn't realize. What would I want to do? I don't know. I'd like a fake membership to the fake gym.
Oh, Tamara's fake gym. Nana, that would be epic because you've been calling it a fake gym for all these years. So if we actually had a member, we're going to go there one day.
I would like
visiting.
I would like to see that. I would like a fake membership. Yes, that'd be great because then I wouldn't have to work out or anything. I'd just say like I was there.
Exactly. You just want to see Eddie. Miss, don't let them calculate your body fat and stuff or weigh you because Tamara will tell everybody.
Don't put it out there. No.
I know. Miss T said I want food poisoning from Candy. Now listen, I've eaten at I know you're talking about the other restaurant, but I've eaten at Old Lady Gang, the original one, 3 times now. Never got sick. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay.
Gonna stick up for Candy.
Us elderly, we have to watch what we eat. I eat like a 12-year-old kid when I'm not dieting. I just like black crap.
Nana, wouldn't you buy Vic? You used to be a Vicky defender. Wouldn't you buy Vicky's insurance?
Oh, there's something an elderly would like. Yes, maybe I'll buy some life insurance from Vicky.
Yes, and we'll be looking out for Sheree's joggers for spring, summer, fall. Am I going to review Potomac? Yes, me and Busy are going to review Potomac. Me and my husband are supposed to be reviewing New York, but as you can see, that's going well, trying to motivate my husband who does not like Bravo or the Housewives to do it.
Well, it's hard. It's hard, honey, just to keep everything going. I get it.
Yeah.
And you're so busy. I get it. I really, I want to eat at any of Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants. Yes, it was so good.
We went to all of Lisa Vanderpump's places. Nana made friends. You even went to Tom Tom. We've been to Vanderpump Dogs.
That was fun. That was so much fun. I loved
Marcella,
it.
you're going to have to talk to us when Potomac starts because me and Busy go back and forth. I was Team Monique. He was Team Candace. And then we would get in some discussions about it. You guys, if you followed us, you probably joined a couple times, Nana, when me and Busy are talking Potomac because Busy knows Candace from college.
Yes.
So he's a big Candace fan, and I like Candace, but I just was more Team Monique. And so we would go at it. Like it was fun, but sometimes it was like, we got to stop now. We got to agree to disagree. because we don't really know these people. Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore hair care.
Yes, I love that. That was so funny. Didn't she have cheerleaders coming in and stuff? And oh my God, it was so funny.
Into Marlo's hair thing, and now Marlo doesn't even do that anymore. I don't think.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna. I don't know. I think that's just hilarious. So that was just so much fun to go down memory lane with all the different franchises and stuff. That was a great question.
Yay. Thanks for that. That was fun. Maybe we should do a little question segment at the end of all of our Married to Bravos.
That was a great. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I didn't get to Cynthia's wine cellar. I didn't get to do our cards this time. So maybe I'll save them for Monday. And if you will please, join us on 90 Day with Nana. And we'll do the cards then.
Because Nana was going to do the card giveaway. She has the George Floyd memorial cards, right?
Yes, they are.
Picture of George Floyd's memorial, and Nana has the cards from Julie G Designs on Etsy.
And then we have love, and we have the piece, 1 piece, and 4 loves or 5 loves. It's they're darling. They're great cards. So,
Nana, did you like LVP's food?
I thought it was great. What was those sheep balls? What the heck?
They weren't sheep balls. They were goat cheese balls. They were good. But they only gave you like 3, and they charged way too much.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, if you're going to charge that kind of money, give me a plate of them balls. They were very good, and I wanted a copy. I wanted and they maybe misunderstood what I wanted, but I wanted that menu from her restaurant. And I didn't mean the whole leather thing. I didn't mean that whole thing. I just meant the insert of the menu. So anyway, but I never did get it. But Lisa, you still have time. You can still send me one. Thank you.
Yeah, so Nana didn't get to give away the cards, but we will do it Monday. So what's the game going to be that you're going to give them away? Like, who gets it?
I'm going to have to decide. I have to think about it. There might be a special word, and if that person says that word, they use
Andy Cohen. If you hear this word, drink until you.
That's nice that Andy does it, but Groucho Marx did it first. So I think
Andy's copying. Andy always steals someone's job. He loved to steal Kathy Griffin's job, and now
there you go, Groucho Marx. So thank you, everyone. Please have a safe 4th of July weekend. And thank you for our freedoms and 4th of July. It's going to be a big day. I have no plans. It's epic.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. I'm not cranky anymore. Look at how great it is to hang out with the Leen Team. And then I just love it. Cranky anymore. And I get to hang out with my mom, who I love so much. And I told her before, I go, Nana, I'm very cranky. And she's like, okay. My Nana has a great way of going, anyways, it's hot in here, just changing the subject, and then my crankiness goes away. So it's so good.
That's the joy. That's the joy of motherhood, baby. Is take it. We try.
I feel bad. I feel like you should be able to retire by now. You've been my mom so long. You put up with so much from us.
Oh no, honey. And you think my mom didn't? She sure did. So anyway, we love having all of you. Thank you for joining us, and please join us on Monday and have a nice long weekend.
Yes, have a nice long weekend, guys. Bye, Nana. I love you.
I love you too, baby.